Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here, how we doing today? Today we're going to take a look at our friends list, and I'm not going to go through too many because it will take too much time, but I'm going to go through 4 different people's units today that I am so ever excited to use for this new event coming up. I even forget what it's called, the 20-person thing. You can use a buddy, it's all good. Let's use our friends list. Not sure, these are not my 4 favorites, just to put that out there. I literally just picked like one of the first 4 I saw, and then one I knew was at the bottom that I was really excited for. So I'm not trying to play favorites here outside of that one, but I am so excited for these. And these are people who have been on my friends list for so long, and every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh, I wish I had that, you know? And it's so much fun to look, and I cannot wait to use them, especially if we get to control them in a matter that it matters, like in a position where it's not just like slaughtering level 1s in the voting gauntlet. Oh boy, am I excited. So let's take a look here. I've also loaded up Kagero chart. If you do not know what this website is, I really advise you to take advantage of it. It is one of the best resources I can find for this sort of thing. The URL is in the top left there. You can't read it because it's scrolled off the screen, but kagerochart.com. You can also just Google Kagero chart and you'll find it as well. So the first thing we're going to look at is Char here. Also, one little comment for those of you who don't watch the stream all the time. It's ridiculous how little people quit this game, at least on my friends list. I've had 50 people capped friends lists for like months now, and like once every 2 months I get to remove somebody for being logged off for more than a day. Like the player retention in this game is just insane. I've never seen it in any gacha game I've ever played in my life, and I don't know how they keep getting people to stay, but keep at it, you know? Like, this is awesome. This good of retention is insane. Maybe it's just my friends list and nobody else's, but who knows? I'm super stoked about that. That's something in Summoner's War I'll go through, and there's continuously people who haven't logged in for more than X amount of hours, or days I should say. So anyway, let's get into this. We've got Fjorm here, and this is one of my most wanted units in the game. I do want one exactly like this. We've got his Fjorm here. He's got the exact base kit. Drive attack, shield pulse, attack defense bond, ice mirror, rally defense, left here. Without a seal as well. I can imagine the seal is on somebody else for now. I really wish they changed that so it didn't happen for especially things like friends. But it is what it is. So I can imagine her Sacred Seal is either close defense or distant defense, or even something slightly different. But I tend to use those two on her depending on if I am confident I can survive a hit or not. So if we look, this stupid Fjorm has 38 speed, 34 defense, and 38 res. And how much have I talked about how much I appreciate bulky mixed defenses, and this is why I love Fjorm. No, she's not the best unit in the game. Yes, her kit leaves something to be desired sometimes, but she's just so much fun, and I love her. And the cool part about Kagero chart, if you are unaware, is also these matchups here, and they're not set in stone, and they're not perfect, but it's really cool to see, and you can see how many wins they have, how many losses, how many draws. And it's really cool because you can sort them here by who wins, who loses, where the attacker wins, where the defender wins. And you can see the ones here that are doing okay against Fjorm on attacker is Robin, Arthur, Dorcas, Hector, Narcian. You can kind of expect those ones are going to beat her. But overall, I'm super excited about being able to use this Fjorm. Next up here, we're going to take a look at BR's Micaiah, and boy oh boy, this is another one I am so jealous of. Plus 10 Micaiah here, it is plus attack minus defense as the IVs, and I forgot to mention, but I believe the other Fjorm is plus attack minus HP as well. Look at this is so much fun. I love the combination of having something like Guard and Deathblow on the same unit. It just makes it super defensive and super offensive, and just such a great unit. 42 res, nobody's touching her for casters. Of course, she's gonna die to like every single melee and every single archer in the game, but hopefully not at plus 10. We can also see the losses here. 2 losses. Let's see who kicks her butt here. We scroll all the way down. We have Sakura, Gento Nikomata, which I actually experienced in yesterday's arena assault. We did have a Sakura destroy a plus 10 Micaiah. By destroy, I think I mean we exact seized it, but either way. And Dorcas again. Dorcas is going to be a theme here. He's really good. Anyway, I love this Micaiah. It hits 59 attack without the death blow, so 65 attack with the death blow as well. He does have an attack seal, that's what the squad ace E is. and Iceberg. This is one of my dreams, you know? Like, someday, 2 years down the line, I hope to have a Micaiah like this, and maybe I'll have like Deathblow 90 or something on it instead at that point, but I'll be stoked anyway. So let's move on to the next one. I cannot wait to just blast everybody with this guy's Thani. Thank you, BR, for devoting your resources to this Micaiah. Next up here, we're going to look at some free-to-play alternatives, not just whales that you can only pull plus 10 of in 5 stars, but this is Luke's Laslow, and boy is it nuts as well. We've got a plus 10 Laslow here with Wo Dao, plus you can see the refine there as well. This makes him super bulky, and this is my favorite part about plus 10s, and obviously it makes everything super bulky with how many extra stats you get, but especially when combined with stuff like close defense, we can see that with close defense on here, he will have 40-34 or 40-32 for defenses, which is just awesome, awesome, awesome. And then he also has the Steady Breath Aether as well to stay alive. Pretty interesting to see whether or not people decide to use Disencounter or Aether as their A slot. I think that's a pretty big decision to make. Love this. And I also didn't notice Laslow was so slow, and it's cool to see the QR3 still get used here. I imagine he'd like to inherit something else onto him instead of the QR3, but maybe not so easy to get as fodder. We can also see from here he is using a plus attack minus HP. Seems to be pretty a consistent choice for everybody here, is using minus HP as your dump stat and attack as your boon stat. And he has 6 losses as well, and we can take a look at who kicks his butt. This one's red, so I hope Dorcas doesn't win this one out here. Here we go, we have Katria, which is really surprising. Robin, Tana, Azura, Lady of the Lake, Nephany, Lucina, and Mia. I think out of all of these, Mia is the most surprising. I'm really, really, really surprised that Mia handles him so well. Really cool to see what this unit can do, and I like that it is a free-to-play based unit. Anybody can build this, assuming you aren't incredibly unlucky pulling Laslows. And it boosts his arena score through the roof. It makes him incredibly powerful, and overall really, really improves his account. So that's one of the things I want to do a video on sometime soonish, and that's making a plus 10 unit for your account, because it just makes so much difference. I made a Noe, but you can make literally whatever you want, as long as it's preferably not a mage. So finally here, the last one we're going to look at is, I can't pronounce the name because it's in a language I don't know, but either way, right here, it's a Lyn, it's a plus 10 Lyn, and this is one of the builds I want to do so bad on her, but the problem is, outside of the plus 10 of course, the problem is, Wrath is just so unobtainable to me. I have 1 Nephany and I am not sacrificing her for Wrath. I really, really hope we get a 4-star version of Wrath soon, at least somebody we can upgrade to 5-star to be able to get this fodder. It is such a wonderful ability for Lyn, and I feel like you kind of need it for her build. So let's take a look at her stats here. And again, what a surprise, we have another plus attack minus HP build here. She's got the weapon refine for the special effect, and again we go with distant counter, Wrath, attack smoke. Really, really like this this spread as well, and going with close defense. So at the end of the day here, we've got 39 spread for defenses, 41 speed, just super insane. I love this unit, and I have 1 Lyn, and I cannot wait again to get a plus 10 Lyn. But most of all, I cannot wait to use this unit in a week or two. And one thing I'm noticing, I'm not sure if it just doesn't show on the friends list, but there's no summoner support on any of these units. I have to imagine it just doesn't show on the friends list, and I never noticed until now. Because I have to imagine some of these would be summoner supported. Like, there's no way you make a plus 10 Lyn and don't summoner support her. But then again, maybe you have like a plus 10 bridal Lyn as well that's summoner supported. Who knows? Who knows with some of these crazy people? So let's take a look at the battles here, and only 3 losses, really impressive as well. Let's take a look at who handles her. We have Ike, Subaku, Mattias is going to be really excited, and Solly. For that one time in every 2 years you fight a Solly, you might be able to not handle it with your Lyn. So wow, this was really fun to do. Hopefully you guys got to see some of the units that are on my friends list, and hopefully you guys have some awesome ones as well. I really recommend you guys to try to get with each other, because I have so many people I am unable to add on my friends list here, and there's like 30 more that have been on, but I haven't been able to add. It's really, really, really sad that I'm just don't have room to add these people. And I really hope one day in the future they're gonna make it so there's an expanded friends list, because like as a content creator, as somebody who loves talking to the community, I love seeing your guys' stuff, and it just makes me so sad that you guys have to sit there. So anyway, that's all I wanted to look at today. I wanted to have some fun with some units. I wanted to introduce Kagero chart to some people too, if you weren't aware of how it works. And I wanted to show off some of your guys' units. I feel like you guys have earned it with how awesome they are. And I will go through more of these if you guys appreciate seeing these sorts of things, because obviously there's the +10 Ryoma I just looked at that I would love to take a deeper look at. But if you guys want to see this, please let me know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And let me know in the comments below who on your friends list is bonkers. Who do you just like cannot wait to use? And let me know who it is too, especially if they're a name you're familiar with from the stream. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye guys.